The path to greatness demands a price that few are prepared to pay. If you want greatness, you must make sacrifices, and those sacrifices are not easy, simple, or free of hardship. You must realize that you cannot be like everyone else. You cannot take the same paths, make the same decisions, and expect a different result. To achieve greatness, you must release the things that are holding you back in order to unlock a version of yourself that you haven't yet found. But greatness is not found in comfort. Rather, greatness is found in pushing through the pain, going beyond what feels safe, and reaching for what feels impossible. That's why I know it's not easy, and I know it's tempting to stay where you are, to live in the comfort of your routines, habits, and day-to-day life that keeps you safe. Subscribe now for more motivational content. To continue on your journey to greatness, you must give up those late mornings when you could sleep and those easy evenings spent relaxing. Think of it this way: every time you stay in your comfort zone, you are choosing who you are now over who you could be. You are saying, I am comfortable here, I don't need to grow. And while that may be true, comfort is a thief that will rob you of your dreams. The real question is, are you willing to sacrifice what feels good right now for what you want most? Are you willing to let go of your habits, distractions, and excuses to do what it takes? When was the last time you picked your dream over a distraction? When was the last time you pushed yourself to the limit? When was the last time you woke up early, stayed up late, and put in the additional effort that no one else saw? Dreams will rob you of your greatness and leave you feeling remorse. People will mistrust you if they see you making sacrifices and believe you're wasting your time. So if you want greatness, you must be willing to give up those diversions and say no to the things that take you away from your goal. People will think you're crazy and won't understand why you're putting in the hours, turning down invitations, and staying so focused. However, they don't need to understand, because this journey is for you, not for them. They won't see the reward until it's shining brightly, and when it does, they'll say, you were lucky, but sacrifice was what got you there. Time sacrifice is only the first step. Relationships that bring you down will have to go. You'll have to walk away from people who don't believe in you, who aren't willing to grow alongside you. The individuals closest to us can sometimes be the ones who keep us stuck in our old habits. It's time to let them go if they refuse to accompany you on this adventure. The cost of greatness is having to let go of people and things that don't share your vision, don't realize your potential, and don't want to help you along the way. Every outstanding individual has been through sacrifice. They had to bid farewell to their former selves and give up their familiarity in order to become someone better and greater. You are no longer the same person you are now, and that is insufficient to get what you want. The person you are today has already reached the limit of what they can accomplish tomorrow. So, in order to advance, you must change and become someone else who is willing to make sacrifices. You must give up the easy path, which may seem appealing because it doesn't require much of you, but it will lead to an average life. And I know that you are not here for an average life, one that fades away without leaving any lasting impression. Instead, you are here because you know deep down that you are meant for more, that your potential is just waiting to be unlocked, and the person you are today has already reached the limit of what they can accomplish tomorrow. So in order to advance, you must change and become someone else who is willing to make sacrifices. You must give up the easy path, which may seem appealing because it doesn't require much of you, but it will lead to an average life. And I know that you are not here for an average life, one that fades away without leaving any lasting impression. Instead, you are here because you know deep down that you are meant for more, that your potential is just waiting to be unlocked, and you're scared of showing up when no one else does. It's about knowing that every sacrifice you make today brings you closer to the future you deserve. And it's not just about the big sacrifices, it's about the small ones, the daily choices you make, the moments where you choose your dream over comfort. Those small sacrifices add up to greatness. You will need to sacrifice your old habits, the habit of procrastinating, the habit of doubting yourself, the habit of looking for shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to greatness. You cannot cheat your way to success. You cannot avoid the work and sacrifices and expect to succeed. You must be willing to put in the necessary effort, which entails making sacrifices every day. The truth is that there is no assurance that you will fulfill your dreams or that your sacrifices will be rewarded the way you desire. But if you don't take the risk or sacrifice, you are ensuring one thing: you will stay. By staying where you are ensuring that you will never know what you could have been. If you want greatness, you must fight for it and be willing to pay the price, which is sacrificing comfort, making excuses, and losing the old you. But in exchange, you will receive something invaluable: the pride that comes from knowing you gave it your all, and the satisfaction that comes from knowing you didn't settle for anything less than the greatness you deserve. Thus, decide today. Make the sacrifices and decide what you want and who you want to become. Give up things you don't need. Your dream will sacrifice for you if you let go of the things that are holding you back. You will achieve greatness if you make sacrifices for it.